We must find a way.
Rajesh clutched Priya's hand, his face etched with worry. His voice was heavy with despair. Priya's eyes reflected the flickering candlelight. A shadow had fallen upon their family, a curse passed down through generations. It haunted their dreams and poisoned their waking hours. The curse, they knew, was real. It had slowly drained the life from their ancestors, leaving behind a trail of misery and unanswered questions. Their parents, victims of the same sinister fate, had met untimely ends. Now the curse had come for them, its icy grip tightening with each passing day.
Determined, I refused to succumb to the same fate.
Priya had heard whispers of a sage, a recluse who lived beyond the Whispering Woods. Legend had it that he possessed ancient knowledge, a deep understanding of the mystical arts. Hope, fragile yet persistent, flickered in Priya's heart. This sage, she believed, held the key to breaking the curse. Rajesh, though consumed by worry, supported Priya's hope. Together, they decided to seek out the sage, embarking on a perilous journey into the unknown. Their hearts pounded with a mixture of fear and anticipation as they prepared to face the darkness that loomed over their lives. The next morning, armed with courage and determination, Rajesh and Priya set out. They left behind the familiar comfort of their village, venturing into the untamed wilds beyond. The Whispering Woods, living up to its name, greeted them with an eerie silence. The air hung heavy with a strange, almost mystical energy. Twisted branches, gnarled and ancient, reached out like skeletal fingers. The sun, a pale disk in the sky, struggled to penetrate the dense canopy, casting long, dancing shadows on the forest floor. Rajesh and Priya pressed on, their footsteps muffled by a carpet of decaying leaves.
Determined, we must keep going.
Days turned into nights, and still they journeyed deeper into the heart of the woods. The forest seemed to test their resolve, throwing obstacles in their path. They encountered treacherous ravines, their edges concealed by a thick shroud of mist. Strange creatures, their eyes glowing in the darkness, watched them from the shadows. Through it all, Priya's determination never wavered. The thought of the curse, of its devastating power, fueled her every step.
I will not rest until we find the sage and break free from its grasp.
The air grew heavy with the scent of incense, guiding them towards a clearing bathed in an ethereal light. In the center stood a humble hut, its walls crafted from ancient moss-covered stones. Smoke curled lazily from its chimney, painting wispy patterns against the twilight sky. This, they sensed, was the sage's abode. Rajesh approached cautiously, his hand hovering over the hilt of his sword. The door creaked open before he could knock, revealing a dimly lit interior. A figure shrouded in shadow beckoned them inside. As they stepped across the threshold, the scent of incense intensified, mingling with the aroma of exotic herbs and spices. The hut's interior was a testament to a life devoted to ancient knowledge. Scrolls covered in intricate symbols lay scattered across a rough-hewn table. Strange artifacts, whispering tales of forgotten magic, lined the shelves that adorned the walls. In the center of the room, a fire crackled merrily in the hearth, casting dancing shadows that seemed to writhe and twist with a life of their own.
You seek to break the curse.
The figure gestured for them to sit. His voice, when he spoke, was a low rumble that seemed to emanate from the depths of the earth.
It has haunted my family for generations. We are desperate.
The sage's gaze, sharp and piercing, seemed to see right through her. The sage listened intently as Priya spoke, his expression unreadable. He spoke of the curse, his voice a low murmur that seemed to weave itself into the very fabric of the hut.
It is ancient and powerful, bound to a talisman hidden deep within the heart of the Whispering Woods. The talisman is no mere object. It is a conduit, a vessel that channels the raw, untamed magic of the forest spirits. To break the curse, you must find the talisman and destroy it. But the task will be fraught with danger. The forest spirits, fiercely protective of their magic, will defend the talisman with their very essence. Failure will carry a heavy price.
Priya listened, her heart sinking. The task seemed insurmountable, yet she couldn't help but feel a glimmer of hope. For the first time she understood the true nature of the curse and the path she must take to break it.
And this will guide you to the talisman, but be warned, child, the path is treacherous and the forest holds many secrets.
With a final word of caution, he led them back outside into the embrace of the forest. The air hummed with a strange energy, the trees seeming to lean in, their branches whispering secrets to the wind.
Taking a deep breath,
Priya took a deep breath, clutching the compass tightly in her hand. She knew that the journey ahead would test her courage and resolve, but she was determined to succeed. Following the compass's needle, Priya and Rajesh delved deeper into the heart of the woods. The forest seemed to resist their progress, the path ahead fraught with danger at every turn. Tangling vines reached out like grasping claws, eager to ensnare them. The ground beneath their feet felt strangely alive, as if the very forest itself was watching their every move. As they journeyed deeper, the forest grew darker, the air thick with anticipation. Strange whispers seemed to emanate from the trees, beckoning them forward, yet warning them of the dangers that lay ahead. The compass pulsed in Priya's hand, its needle spinning wildly as if caught in a whirlwind of unseen forces.
gasping.
They stumbled upon a clearing, bathed in an ethereal glow. In its center stood an ancient tree, its gnarled branches reaching towards the sky like twisted claws. Wrapped around its trunk, shimmering faintly in the moonlight, was a necklace. It was unlike anything Priya had ever seen before, its surface pulsing with a raw, untamed energy. This, she sensed, was the talisman.
Reaching out.
As Priya reached out to touch it, a low growl echoed through the clearing. The shadows around them seemed to writhe and twist, taking on the forms of grotesque creatures with glowing eyes and razor-sharp claws. The forest spirits, angered by their presence, were prepared to defend the talisman with their very essence. Priya knew that she had a choice to make: retreat and abandon all hope, or stand her ground and fight for her family's freedom. Her heart pounded in her chest, but her resolve did not waver. She had come too far, endured too much to give up now.
Determined cry.
With a determined cry, Priya drew upon a strength she never knew she possessed, ready to face the challenges ahead.